My body has forgotten how to rest. At least that's what it feels like. Because of, everything going on and the fact that I'm not able to eat as much and I lost a bunch of weight and, cancer and everything. As a result of that, I need more rest and I never feel completely rested. And the way that kind of manifests itself is, first of all, I have to spend a lot of time in bed. I would say on average, maybe like 14 hours per day, which definitely is a lot. I'm not necessarily sleeping that whole time. There's, a little period in the beginning when I need to fall asleep and then I wake up multiple times throughout the night. At this point, that's become normal. And then in the morning, like I wake up more often just because at that point my body has become uncomfortable even though I'm still tired. So it's like I want to stay in bed because I'm still tired. I still feel exhausted. But no matter what position I'm in, I'm not comfortable. And that's pretty much kind of the summary of what it is. It's like I sleep a lot and whenever I wake up, I'm just uncomfortable. It's like my body has forgotten how to relax and no matter what position I'm in, I'm uncomfortable. Sometimes it's like a discomfort, sometimes it's much more, sometimes I'm sore. It really varies depending on the time of night, depending on the position, depending on the day, depending on a bunch of different factors. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly the cause of it. I think it's a bunch of different factors that come into play. And because of that, I don't think there's anything I can do. Like I spoke to my doctor about it yesterday of like, I'm sleeping a lot, yet I always feel tired. I always feel exhausted. It's like, hey, it's normal given what you're going through. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. I do have a meeting scheduled with my completely blanked on the name. Palliative care doctor. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have an official doctor assigned. It's just, you know, I'm followed by people at palliative care now, so I do have an appointment with a palliative care doctor in a little over a month. So, given how things are going by then, I might bring it up, or depending if things get worse, I'll reach out before then just to see, hey, is there anything you can do on that front? But the thing is, like, it's not something that important. It doesn't feel like it's something major that I really need to focus on. Like, there's a lot of other things that I could focus on in my life. And as a result of that, it's like, all right, it doesn't feel like a priority yet at the same time. It's just like I can never get that full rest. I never feel relaxed. I never feel, I don't know, normal, I guess. I just never quite feel normal. Yes, I am doing better overall. I'm coughing less. The breathing is, in general terms, better. Some parts of the day are more intense than others. Some days are more intense, and so on and so forth. But, overall, things are going in the right direction. So hopefully it'll do the same thing with this. So far, it's just kind of frustrating. Like, it's not to the point where it was a few weeks ago when it was like literally like I could not get enough rest, enough sleep that it was slowly driving me crazy. Like, it's not that. It's just I can never kind of recharge my battery fully. Actually, you know what? That's a good example. Those rechargeable batteries. It's like you want to refill the battery to the max, or when you're charging your cell phone or whatever, and it's like I can refill, but never fully. So I never get to the point where I'm like, okay, cool, I'm fully charged. Let's just stay plugged in for a while, stay at that fully charged level, just kind of like recover, and then we can kind of like unplug, and then it's okay if I go back down. I can just, charge back up again later. It's like no matter what, it never gets to that 100%, and I'm never able to stay in that charged state. Well, I mean, first of all, I'm not able to achieve it, and even if I was, I don't think I'd be able to remain there long enough to really fully recover. So it's kind of like one of those, games of catch up where you never quite catch up. It's, another example could be like, hey, let's say you're doing high intensity interval training, let's say sprinting. So it's like you sprint, but by the time you come back and it's time for your next sprint, you haven't fully recovered. So just keep doing that, and you become more and more and more exhausted. And it's like, unfortunately, you can't stop. You got to keep going. Whenever that timer goes off, you got to start sprinting. And that's a little what it feels like. Like, not as intense as it was before. Things are definitely getting better, but at the same time, like, I don't want to give a false impression that everything is great, everything is perfect. Like, there are still struggles. Life is filled with ups and downs, and well, at this point, I don't know if this is an up or a down. I think it's just a very, very slow up. So I think things are heading in the right direction, but it's definitely taking longer than I was hoping, and more importantly, than I would like. But I guess that's part of life. Things never happen exactly the way you want them to. Anyway, I think today's going to be a short video. I'm going to end things here, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Hopefully, things will be better then.